That's everybody, right? Yeah. Okay, so you see how X-rays is coming, right? Anyway, I don't know if this is a real thing or coming. It could be real though. Because they have all those other X-rays.
Okay. You should go through all of them.
Yeah. So who knows? This could be a real thing. I know I should be inside the room. So like the truth. There's a lot of stuff, right? You all know how to do X-rays?
I just want to see how the mood fracture like that is.
Alright, so they have a technique in how you do this. Fairly simple.
You look for the unusual dark spots.
Right, so that's a good start. Now, when you come in,
Make it fast.
you have anybody else outside?
No.
Alright, cool, so this is everybody. Alright, as I say, this is, I just picked this up, I don't know if this is a real exam. Because they have 20.
14.
Yeah.
I wish I was 14 minutes.
Yeah. I guess good. Alright, so when you come in, hopefully it should be an unmanned station, so they ask you to identify structures. For CT, for me, they had asked me to identify structures, right? I think it's the pancreas, aorta, and some other stuff. Just know your major organs inside, right? Normally they have it at L1, so that's your pancreas and stuff at that level. So look at L1 axial CTs, they could bring that. So for these ones, these X-rays, these are different. I believe all of them is the same type, AP, right? So when you come in, you want to introduce yourself to the examiner and say we want to give the IDs. You want to spend your time saying the date, and you're supposed to have dates and stuff, right? If not, use the patient file number. So this is a 70-year-old male, Mr. So-and-so, his X-ray was taken on the date, specified date, the 12th of March 2004 at Mount Hope Medical Complex, right? That give you enough time to start on your role, right? After you do that, you want to first get a general, you want to say how the X-ray is, right? And using an acronym called PERI, P-E-R-I. PERI, you know what it is? Position,
Exposure.
rotation, and inspiration, right? So PERI. So those things telling you whether this X-ray film is good or bad, as in whether the picture is good. It's not telling you about pathologies and stuff, right? So position, you want to comment on if the whole lung fields is being seen, right? If you say if everything is being shown, that's adequate, right? Position, exposure. You know about exposure?
If you could see.
Right. If you could see the spines processes of your vertebrae going all the way down to your mid-cardiac level, then that's good. You see how this is? You can't see it so good compared to this one. This is probably underexposed. This is overexposed, and this is probably adequate, right? But you want to see the spinous processes somewhere around the cardiac level. So that's exposure. Rotation, looking at these medial heads of the clavicles in relation to your spinous processes. So these are good. These are actually quite good, right? If one is over the other, if the distance is not, you want to see if it's either left oblique or right oblique rotation, anterior rotation, right? Or again, lost.
Lost in rotation.
Alright, do you have a skeleton in there?
No.
You don't have a skeleton?
No.
Okay, imagine, so this is my two, just say these are your two heads of your clavicle, right? Now, it's supposed to be deadline center, right? That's how it's supposed to be. When you're taking a PA X-ray, the film is like this, essentially like this, and you stand up like this, and you have your hands at the side, right? That's how you're supposed to take a PA. And AP is behind. It's more or less for bedridden people, right? So it passes straight through onto your film, right? So you hardly see APs, you see more PA X-rays. Well, alright. The fact of the matter for rotation is that these clavicles are supposed to be center. If I rotate so, you see how in relation to my spine, it off here, right? That's the basic concept.
Okay.
Right? Trying to make a 3D object into a 2D object is kind of difficult. I don't think in spatial. Right, true. So you want to just do a quick review of that. So you just see whether it's rotated or not. Or if not, see how it's adequately positioned with no rotation. Our inspiration, the posterior rib is supposed to be 9 maximum. I believe it's 7 to 9. Right? Anything more than that is hyperinflation. Right? So the patient's supposed to be breathing in when they're taking that. Right? Anything I need to go over in the back?
When you say breathing in, when you say something like, you're supposed to say
so you do
counting.
Yeah, so you're counting ribs. And there's, I believe, 5 to 6 in front.
So they could give you a normal one or abnormal one and you just start comment?
They could give you a normal.
Okay.
Right, so let you count. Which one are you going to count? Posterior or anterior? Oh, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, these here are your posterior. These come down. That's why you always put cuffs like that in your back. Alright? Because you want to get down inside. Alright? The faint ones that come in front here is the anterior. So look, see how it coming all the way here and coming in front here?
Yeah.
Alright, that's your rib. So it's the anterior rib. Anterior rib is coming in. Right?
Yeah, I was thinking before that.
Right? So these are the anterior ribs.
That's kind of the front here.
We count the back. So this is your first one. This is one. The first rib is on top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A little too much. Yeah. So that's probably, you could say is probably you tell them how much ribs it is. So there are 11 posterior ribs and a normal is 7 to 9. So therefore it's probably hyperinflation, right? Okay. Going on. After you do that, you want to have a systematic approach at looking at structures. I go by A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, A, B, C. Up to I, right? So A is airways. If you're again bored, tell me. A is airway. So after you do your peri, that's your basic understanding of the picture good. Then you go into the structures. So airway, A is airway. A is airway, right? Alright, I thought E. Alright, so you go A is here, so you look for your trachea, right? You look to see where the carina is, the carina.
Yeah.
If it's centrally located or not. In a pneumothorax, what do you think of attention to that? Deviated, right? So that's why you're doing that. You check to see if there's any sort of deviations, any masses in it, right? Are you seeing it?
No. Kind of.
Okay, let me look at this one. This one here. You seen it there?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
See it like this?
Look at the
Fake it till they make it.
looking pretty faint.
I'm not so it's tricky and you're coming down right here. Right? So you have to. Oh shit!
Nah, I can't see it.
Oh shit!
It's blinding.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You would see the video. So if you can see it, so good. That's what I want to see.
See?
No.
See, this is the current.
How much shades in that grey? All I see is green and white.
Or you have a pencil by chance, I could probably draw it in. There's not a permanent pencil.
Something is wrong. Permanent pencil.
Check and see if you rub off number.
Trying to get the ink up.
Yeah, makes people go really looking for ideas.
Right? So this is what you're looking for. You're looking to see if it's central.
Oh, I see it now.
Right?
Half the intro.
So you understand why there's the exposures has to be good.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see it in here. And this has I think this having enough exposure. It's not underexposed. This is overexposed, so you see. You can see a lot of things. So this is your trachea. Alright? And that's the airway. So you comment on it. Whereas centrally located or deviated. B is what? Bones. Right? Bones. See, you want to start, since you're already in the center, look at the spinous processes and look at the spaces. Right? You just do a quick review because you're no expert, you're no radiologist. You're going to look for any fractures, any collapse of your vertebral columns, any deformity, scoliosis, scoliosis. Right? You want to go across the ribs. I think this person have a fracture here. You see that?
Yeah.
Right? So that's why you do it. Right? So you look for fractures. These could be old fractures. Right? So you go across your bones and you go up in a systematic approach. So you compare one side to the other. Look for any fracture, the displaced ribs. You know when it comes to the scapula, for here, you want to look for this is any fractures along here, right? Along the clavicle, you want to look at the scapula. You want to see if it's again any fractures. This is the head of the humerus, right? This is the acromioclavicular joint. This is the coracoid. This is the glenoid fossa, right? MBG and thing coming back. Right? So the patient's arms will be like this. That's why you could assess all these. You want to see if there's any displacement or fractures along these areas. So bones is normal.
10 minutes or something. This 10 minutes?
No, I don't think you'll reach that far, but I go through the basics.
No, but like, if you had to go A, B, C, D, whatever.
Remember, it's systematic, so they'll be looking at whether you're systematic or not.
Oh, so when does it finish or not?
Remember, it's a global rating. So finishing is not so much a thing, it's how you leave an impression on the examiner. Okay. Right, so if they see us, they'll be like, yeah, sure. Cool. So you look for any bone, so you just tell them, so there's no bone deformities, no, you can see no fractures, displacement or anything on the shoulders, right? So C is cardiothoracic ratio. Yeah. You know how to do that? You look for the widest parts of your heart here, here, and you assess the widest part of your thorax, right? So you, yeah. I just do like this, probably this, and put it here, right? But that's wrong, right? The real way is to measure it. So you measure the greatest distance with a ruler, right? And then you measure the greatest distance with here, and you divide it. And it shouldn't cardiothoracic ratio. That's for cardiomegaly, right? It shouldn't be greater than 0.5. Okay. D is diaphragm, right? You know what's this?
Stomach.
Yeah.
Is air, right?
Yeah. It's fat air or what kind of air is it?
Is
Gastric bubble.
right.
Gastric bubble. So see, you have a concept. So right here, below here, is your stomach, right? Look at it, you see it here. It's the same gastric bubble. You comment whether it's present or not, right? So that's your diaphragm. Oh wait.
I was supposed to ask this. When is PA, right? As in, you're taking it from the back. So is it right?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
this person, like that. So this would be.
AP
Or
is
it's like this.
remember AP as I told you. This is AP, right? It's like this. That's why you're right. Okay. Understand?
And PA would be.
Remember, they not. Yeah. They'd be okay. You understand?
Yeah.
This is my right side. I'm holding your right side. This is your right side. They don't print these films. These are the exact films that radiation penetrate.
Okay.
So this is like a shadow of what the person was. I used to get confused too. So where which? C, D, right, diaphragm. You comment on diaphragm. The right supposed to be higher than the left. You know why? The liver, exactly. It's supposed to be higher by like 3 centimeters. And if you look at it, it's not so much in these. Right? So that's normal. The diaphragm should also be, it should not be flat. It should have a nice convexity about it. Right? And you look, at the same time, look at your costophrenic angles to see if it's acute and not flat. Right? Flat means that you have fluid, as like pleural effusions. And you detect pleural effusions if it's about 300 mils, right? Don't need to know this, but I don't know why you're learning it. Right? So fluid will normally collect here and look like a level diaphragm. Right? You can see that in heart failure sometimes.